Have you ever wondered what it truly means to be human? What separates us from the monsters of our imagination? Today, we delve into a chilling tale that explores these very questions, a story that continues to resonate with readers centuries after its creation. We re-talking about Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Published in 1818, this Gothic novel wasn't just a literary sensation. It was arguably the birth of science fiction. To understand its impact, let's consider the world Mary Shelley inhabited. The late 18th and early 19th centuries were a time of immense scientific discovery and philosophical debate. The Enlightenment had emphasized reason and empirical observation, but Romanticism, with its focus on emotion, imagination, and the power of nature, was pushing back. Shelley, the daughter of radical thinkers Mary Wollstonecraft and William Godwin, was immersed in these intellectual currents from a young age. Her own life, marked by personal tragedy and unconventional relationships, profoundly shaped her writing. Market profit by Frankenstein tells the story of Victor Frankenstein, a brilliant and ambitious young scientist who becomes obsessed with discovering the secret of life. Driven by a thirst for knowledge and a desire to overcome death, he assembles a creature from disparate body parts and succeeds in bringing it to life. But Victor is immediately repulsed by his creation's hideous appearance. He abandons it, leaving the creature alone and vulnerable in a world that will inevitably reject him. The creature, intelligent and sensitive, initially tries to learn and adapt. He observes a family, the Delices, and learns to read and speak by listening to their lessons. He develops empathy and a desire for connection. He even begins to hope that he can find acceptance. However, his attempts to befriend the Delices are met with fear and violence due to his monstrous appearance. Rejected and heartbroken, the creature's initial desire for goodness turns into a burning rage. He seeks revenge on his creator, Victor Frankenstein, for bringing him into a world where he is condemned to isolation and misery. The creature murders Victor's younger brother, William, and frames Justin Moritz, a young woman in the Frankenstein household, for the crime. Justine is wrongly convicted and executed, adding to Victor's guilt and despair. The creature eventually confronts Victor and demands that he create a female companion for him. He argues that if he had someone to share his life with, he would no longer be a threat to humanity. Victor initially agrees, but as he works on the second creature, he is overcome by doubt and fear. He worries about the potential for the two creatures to breed and create a race of monsters. He destroys the unfinished female creature, enraging the first creature, who vows to torment Victor for the rest of his life. The creature makes good on his promise, systematically destroying everything that Victor holds dear. He murders Victor's best friend, Clerval, and then Victor's beloved wife, Elizabeth, on their wedding night. Consumed by grief and a desire for vengeance, Victor dedicates his life to hunting down the creature. The pursuit leads them to the Arctic, where Victor, weakened by exhaustion and despair, recounts his story to Captain Robert Walton, an explorer hoping to discover a passage to the North Pole. Victor dies shortly after telling his tale, leaving Walton to ponder the consequences of unchecked ambition and the dangers of scientific hubris. The creature, upon finding Victor's body, expresses remorse for his actions and declares his intention to end his own life, disappearing into the Arctic wastes. Frankenstein offers several profound lessons that are just as relevant today as they were in the 19th century. One of the most important is the responsibility that comes with knowledge and power. Victor Frankenstein's pursuit of scientific knowledge without considering the ethical implications leads to disastrous consequences. The novel serves as a cautionary tale about the need for scientists and innovators to consider the potential impact of their work on society. Another key theme is the importance of empathy and compassion. The creature's descent into violence is a direct result of the rejection and cruelty he experiences at the hands of others. The novel reminds us that even those who appear different or monstrous deserve to be treated with respect and understanding. Judging by appearance alone can blind us to the inherent worth and potential of others. Frankenstein also explores the nature of humanity and what it means to be human. Is humanity defined by physical appearance or by the capacity for reason, empathy, and love? The creature, despite his monstrous appearance, possesses a remarkable intellect and a deep longing for connection. He challenges us to reconsider our preconceived notions about what it means to be human and to recognize the humanity that exists within us all, regardless of our differences. The book questions if we define ourselves by our origins or by our actions, challenging the very concept of creator and creation. Ultimately, Frankenstein is a timeless story about ambition, responsibility, and the enduring power of compassion. It's a book that stays with you long after you finish reading it, prompting you to consider the complex moral and ethical dilemmas that shape our world. It's a plea for understanding in a world so quick to judge. Thanks for joining me on this journey into Frankenstein. If you enjoyed this exploration of Mary Shelley's masterpiece, please subscribe for more book recommendations and literary analysis. Let me know in the comments what you think of this Gothic masterpiece. What life lessons did you glean from the book? Happy reading!